Hi again. So right now we're going to attempt the dynamic analysis with RegShot again because we need it to work this time. It's already 11 minutes in and I've not done setting up. Alright, this is what we want. At this time Windows is still within C, so I'll scrap off the Windows button, let it look into the whole the whole C directory so that we save on time. But before we even get to that, I'm also going to open ProcMon. I'll let that one run in the background and do its stuff. Right now, let's take a snapshot. Let's take a snapshot of before we run our precious malware. So I'm not going to touch this VM at all for the next, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes. I don't know how long this one takes, but I'm going to avoid the problems that we had last time. So let it do its thing. Okay. So at this point we are back and we've been able to do a successful snapshot of our malware lab. And this is the amount of information that was scanned. So the next logical step is to run the actual file. I'm going to put this in a view that I can see so that we can see any changes that are happening. You know what I mean? So we have that one, and that's cool. Here, it's cool. So now let's go to our malware, run it. Once it's done running, or once it's given us a success message, then we can check for our second snapshot. So right now, let's just run it. This is like a simulation of a malware. This is designed specifically to behave like malware, but it's not malware. It still sounds weird to say that because how is it designed to act like malware, but it's not malware? And I've seen some logs come through. I'm not going to close this because you need to analyze a few things. Yes, now we have part 4 here. Have part 4. The reason I'm excited is in the first session, if you watched it, and you should watch it, we did have parts 2 and 3. So what we are lacking is part what? What we are lacking now is part 1, I think. I think what we are lacking is part 1, if I'm not wrong, and part 2. But we'll check it out later. So this is where we are connecting to. Copy that. We did find this as well, and we are posting rainbow.php over there. Now what I'm trying to figure out was what this rainbow.php is, but I can see there is a file here, http this, that I may have to find to get whatever information I need. Of this one, this is the one I'm looking for actually, because it has stored these post headers and data. This what we have done right now has been stored here. We'll get to that later. So now that it's executed, and as you can see, nothing else is ongoing at the moment, we'll come back here and take another snapshot. This will probably take a similar amount of time. So I'll also pause this video and then I'll record another one after the second snapshot is done. So now we have 2 snapshots. The next thing we're going to do is compare the snapshots. Again, I'm going to hit compare. I'm going to hit compare and let it do its job. And then once it's done, we'll be back with the last clip so that we do some proper analysis of what we've gotten. Good news, guys, we have finished the comparison. So this is the output from RegShot. These are the keys that were deleted, keys added. I think it said 48 keys added. We have values deleted. And probably you're going to get values added. Now here we have to be keen because we are looking for some information. We're looking for critical information. And the good thing is we have both process monitor and RegShot running. I didn't know it actually takes this long because it's 2 hours since I started this. And to save on time, we're going to try and find as much as we can. Now you're probably going to get a lot of raw files from this because I think I've exceeded the 2 hours on my free Riverside okay, so I've seen this XFTI severally, and as you can see, we have part 2 here. Luckily, now we have part 2. Now we have to look for part 1 because we have 3 parts now. I know you're seeing me copying and pasting outside of the screen. It's because I'm taking the notes on my host computer. I think I'll just share it here so that you can see as well. So this is on my host computer. This is what we were able to get. This is the MD5, the SHA-26, the file type, the domain that we are connecting to, and now we have 3 parts of the flag. This is part 2, part 3, and part 4. So what we need is now part 1. Let's come back here and see if we'll get anything from part 1. And before I even go past part 2, where is it now? I just lost it again. Okay, this is part 1. So this XFTI, I've seen it somewhere. I think this was the registry that was created, yeah? Registry here. There was a registry key here that was created, okay? And if we come back to our boy here, thanks. Let's just keep an eye on that one. And then we continue. We continue. I don't even know how I was able to spot that part too. It was pure luck. But we're piecing together our flag. We only have one more aspect of it. We'll also go to the registries. I think there will be registry entries also in this log somewhere down there. But for now, we're just looking for the values. Now we have the values that were modified. We have to be keen on anything to do with that XFTI. And we also have to be keen on the mutex. Now the problem I have is I do not know what a mutex is and how it's created. Of course, we'll go back to ProcMon and try to analyze anything to do with that XFTI. But for now, let's just scroll through and see if we can find anything else that's interesting. So we've gotten flags from 3 different sources, right? Strings, logs on Fakenet, and from this RegShot comparison. So I don't know where we can get the last aspect of the part 1 of the flag. What's this and why is it adding zeros and Fs? Let's go up a bit. Your folders that are deleted are this, added this, and we have to be keen on this once, especially the created or the files that were added. So there's a file, the one where they added the part two, sorry, of the flag. Let's remember the name. Shukran. Part two. Well, a lot has happened since. Okay, no problem. We'll find you. I should have saved the name of that that file so that it is easier. So next time when you're taking notes, remember to note down the log file from Fakenet so that we know what we're looking for in the next step. It's probably been an hour since we ran that file, right? I start from 6:10. Here. So this is 2026 to 16, 18, 23. Start with 18. Oh no, sorry. I almost thought I lost it. 1923. This is the one that I'm looking for. This is file added. This is like a Fakenet log. I'm just taking note of it because it was added when we ran the file. And then there should be something else. Nothing there. Okay. So we are lacking part one of the flag. Oh no. What are the total changes? Let's go back to values. Keys, these are the keys that were deleted. Now I want to focus on the keys that were added. Nothing there. Okay. There's 76 values that were deleted. And the ones that were added. This is where we were able to find our part two. So maybe if you're keen, we might see part one. One. I can still only see part 2, but I can see part 1. But before we do anything, I'm trying to figure out what this path is. What does this mean? This XFTI. I've seen it here, like the registry key was created here. Oh, this might shoot up the RAM. Anyway, we don't know anything about this, so let's ignore it for now. Yeah. So part one is missing. We have 3 parts of our flag, but part 1 is missing. Okay, let's move on to process monitor and see what we can get here. I think this time it will look a bit different because it was able even to execute some network stuff. Still looks the same. As that one sorts its work out, let's come here. Open a new thing and try to find this file. We can even just open it on Notepad instead of making this one look as if it doesn't want to work. Man. Started that hanging behavior. Okay. Let's just end this dynamo thing. I don't know if you'll ever be able to finish this thing because it's taking too long. The only thing we've not explored is Wireshark. Come on. Can't keep wasting my time all day. So there's a key that was created here, XFTI. Then we were able to set info of the key and close the key. Come back, open it again, set info, and that. And then this is where they're able to write part 2 into this XFTI. Part 3 is here. So meaning part 1 is divided into 4. Where did we get part 4 from? Don't remember where we got part 4 from, but okay. So we have part 2 and part 3. Where did we get part 4 from, by the way? Oh yeah, the logs from this. The logs from Fakenet. That's where we got part 4 from. And what was I supposed to do? Okay, so this is where we got part 4 from, this log file. Now what I'm trying to figure out is where this rainbow.php is coming from. So come in Wireshark. This is where we are going to use Wireshark. Because in ProcMon I can't see any rainbow.php. Now this is the traffic I wanted here. So the data is actually there, the part 4. Okay. At this point, I won't be surprised if I get a crash. I'm like opening everything. Okay. You have to be kidding me. Really, when was this closed? I don't know when I closed this, but it just lost all I wanted. So the only thing that was posted was that. In our logs, we need to search for something. Okay, so I'll stop there for now. And then for the next installment, then we look for part one. Using all these resources that we have, we look for part one of the flag. The reason I'm dropping off is because I have a meeting. And I will have to jump into that meeting in the next few seconds. So, yeah. Maybe I can close this VM as it is and then continue from there. And save this state and just continue from there. Yeah, let me close this and save it the state in the state that is it is in, because we have to continue from there.